big girls across the nation that'll eat this up. Babe, I know that it's just love, 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 love.
What is up, everybody? It is Dylanguynn coming back to you guys with another workout video and tutorial. Today is legs, obviously, as you can see. Just to jump right into it, right here I'm doing a lying hamstring curl. I usually start my workouts with either a leg extension or a lying hamstring curl. Today I did a cardio warm-up, so my knees were already warmed up. I didn't have to worry about doing that for a leg extension. That's what I would usually use a leg extension for. So I figured I'd pre-exhaust my hamstrings a little bit before I get into any squatting motions. But basically, here I am doing maximum intensity hamstring curls. As you can see, I am squeezing out every rep that I can. This is my fourth and final set. And then I do 50 partials, which was awful. It looks kind of funny on camera, but it was very, very painful. So 50 partials, and then an iso tension hold for a couple seconds after the set. As you'll see later in this workout, I have been using iso tension a lot more. Iso tension is basically like contracting your muscles after your set is over, just to get full out fatigue. And just to develop that mind muscle connection. You know, being a bodybuilding competitor, you definitely want to be able to have that mind muscle connection, especially when you step on stage and you have to flex every single one of your muscles, you know, when you're depleted. So you want to have that developed. So here I am doing probably one of my favorite exercises. So it is a supported one-legged lunge. Well, I mean, every lunge is one-legged. Anyway, it's a supported lunge, basically. I'm actually doing a workout that was done by Evan Senapani and John Meadows. You can look it up. It's pretty funny. You see Evan Senapani vomiting violently after he does this exercise in their workout. And me, myself, this is a triple drop set. And after you do this, like, I was very, very dizzy and nauseous. It takes a lot out of you, but the burn and the pump you get from it is so intense. You know, it really is worth it. So basically, I did a pyramid up. You can see all the dumbbells over here to the right. I think I did a 30, then a 50, then a 75, and then 100. And then on the set where I did 100, I did a set after, and that would be this triple drop set. So this triple drop set, I think I'm doing 10 to 12 reps, and then I'm doing a hold at the bottom, as you see right now, and then a hold at the top. I mean, it's supposed to be 10 seconds. I don't know, like, I was really lightheaded, so I don't think I could count properly. So it was as long as I could physically hold it, basically. So you'll see that I go into 75. I have to take some breaks though, because I was already done from from pyramiding up to this weight. So I mean, doing this triple drop killed me. I remember I stood up after the last one, and I think I went up to turn off the camera, and I was just so dizzy. I was seeing colors, and I had to sit down and lay down for a minute and catch my breath. I'm surprised I even continued on the workout after this, actually. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, this workout is all out, and this is how my training has been lately. You know, I don't know what show I'm gonna do next, or you know where I'm going next with bodybuilding, but well, at least yet. But you know, I still go in the gym and push myself every day. I mean, I started bodybuilding to better myself, and so every time I step in the gym, I want to push myself harder. I want to, you know, figure out my limitations and break them. And you know, it's all about that to me, is seeing how much I can actually physically push myself. And that's really what I'm doing, you know, and that's what I have been doing. You know, yeah, if you're competing, you have a whole nother thing to worry about, but just even when I don't have competition 100% on my mind, it's about bettering yourself, and that's how bodybuilding was for me in the beginning. So yeah, it's just about, you know, becoming better in the weight room, becoming better outside of it, and that's just what bodybuilding's really taught me, is just to become a better person through gauging your own efforts. That's one of the reasons why I like this sport so much, is because you know how much you can gauge accurately how much you put in and how much you get out. If say you're playing like a team sport, you put your all into it, and you know that the team isn't putting their all into it. Sometimes you're not able to gauge that properly, because you know you may doubt yourself and think, oh, maybe I didn't, because maybe your team didn't do as well, or your team isn't pushing themselves. With this, you know, I feel like, and I could be wrong, obviously. I've never really played team sports or anything like that. I've always been kind of just an independent person in general. But I feel with bodybuilding, I've just always been able to see exactly what I'm putting in and what I'm getting out. Just for example, say like I'm running late for something, and I don't have enough time to get a meal in, and that meal gets pushed back to like maybe 4 hours or something, you know, like I don't even get it in. It's nobody's fault except for myself. It's not, you know, my team's fault for not having my meals prepared. Like, that's me. That's all on me. So I don't know. I've always kind of liked bodybuilding for that reason. But yeah, there's other good aspects to other sports. You know, nothing down on like any other team sport. But anyway, back into this. So here I'm doing hack squats. I am doing basically a little bit wider than shoulder width. I have my toes pointed outward, and you can tell my legs are just trembling under this weight. It was very, very, you know, hard to do this set, but I got a really good burn from it, and I was trying to go as low as possible. I figure you can't see it here, but I put bands around the end of the hack squat. What that does, it's not really to make the weight lighter, it's actually to take the pressure off your knees and the lower part, so you can go lower on the movement. So what I did is I wrapped the bands around the end of the machine and then around the part with the weight. And when I go to the lower part of the motion, I don't feel that stress on my knees that I usually do when I'm just doing regular hack squats. So after this, I decided to throw in another squatting movement. I was pretty done after those hack squats. I mean, I was done after the second exercise of this workout, but you know, I decided to throw this in. I figured I haven't done them for a while, and I just recently learned proper form for my height with squatting. I mean, it's been I've been bodybuilding for like 5 years now, and I'm just learning how to squat properly. You know, it's all a learning process, really. I'm grateful that I did learn how to squat properly, because I was experiencing a lot of back issues earlier on in bodybuilding. So I found this out. Basically, for taller people, it's a lot better to squat wider, just sitting lower in the pocket, because you are a lot taller. You know, it's not ideal to put your feet closer together in front of you, because you have to sit back farther, and it causes issues when you're trying to keep your back and your spine neutral. So yeah, sitting a little bit wider when you're doing squats is okay. You know, if you want to do other things for quads, like you can do leg presses and shorten the range of motion, you know, with your feet closer together, or hack squats with your feet closer together. But when you're squatting, I prefer, if you're taller, I feel it's a lot better on the knees and your back to be squatting wider. And then here we go, last exercise, a horizontal hyperextension. Basically, I just keep my my hamstrings as tight as possible in this exercise. I kind of have my toes pointed a little bit. You can't really see it as much, but they're pointed like as if I was about to do a squat. It just helps me to contract my legs, and I kind of imagine pushing them back into the pad there, and I just keep my whole like my hamstrings very, very tight throughout it, and I hold it a little bit at the top. This was just my final like fatigue exercise. I didn't feel like doing any deadlifts or anything, because putting my back through all those squatting motions, I don't want to stress my back too much. And then here, this next exercise, these are the isotension holds I was talking about. So basically, after every workout, I've been doing, like, say I do like biceps, I'll do a set of curls, and then right after I will just flex my biceps like as hard as I can, that being just to further fatigue the muscle. If you read up on it, actually Arnold used to do this back in the day, and I'm finding that it does really, really work. I've been getting really sore from it, but I've also found that, I don't know, I've been able to contract my muscles a lot harder. I mean, muscular hypertrophy happens when you are able to contract your muscles under greater resistance. So you contract your muscles harder under greater resistance, you gain muscle and you create hypertrophy. So, you know, not practicing how to contract your muscles properly doesn't allow you to create that maximum hypertrophy and doesn't allow you to grow maximally. So being able to, learn how to contract your muscles and develop that neurological connection, the mind-muscle connection, is really the key to growth. So anyway, I don't want to ramble on. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I hope you all liked it. I hope you found it useful. I would really appreciate it if you guys left comments down below and gave me suggestions on videos to do. I really wanted, this channel is to help other people and help you guys out there. So I want to hear from you guys and hear what you'd like to see videos on. Hit me up on my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. It's all going to be down in the description. My website's there as well. Subscribe to me if you want to see more videos. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. This is Dylanguynn signing out.